All right. Welcome in, H-Town. You are now tuned in to Grip It and Rip It Sports. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. There are a lot of things that we got to talk about today, and I will try to encapsulate all those things and keep this thing here short and simple like I like to do. Let's talk about those things right after this here.
Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It and Rip It. Know what I'm talking about? Grip it and rip it, okay. Grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it.
All right, what's going on, Grip It and Rip It gang? Look, today there are some things that we have to discuss, and let's do so expeditiously. All right. No, I didn't get that from Tip. I've known that word before I knew who he was. Okay. Every time I talk, people say, man, you sound like Tip. You sound like T.I. No, man. No. He from Atlanta. I'm from Houston. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess you could parallel it with the whole Southern thing and, some words that most people don't use in the common language. But no. Anyways, man, let's get straight to it, man. Look, before I get to what the title is about, all right, I need y'all to subscribe to this channel. You see that link scrolling at the bottom of the page. Like, subscribe, comment, and share this with your people, with your partners, with your family. Understand this, that this shows the flavor for your wings, the barbecue sauce for your ribs, and the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted or misconstrued. Basically, what I'm saying is this is what you need. You dig. If it ain't dig, you need to dig it, and then it'll be dug. You understand? So look here. Let's get into this. First, before I talk about DeMarcus Cousins, and that's a big topic. We need to talk about that. But first, man, I want to talk about the win that we got, the Houston Texans, man. Great win versus a great organization. I don't care what anybody says, man. A win is a win for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want all your wins to be good wins, but this was a good win, man. I mean, Deshaun looked like Deshaun. I like to see him look like himself, even in the face of these most adverse times. He's still going out there giving a effort out there, man, and I can appreciate that. And he looked like the guy that we paying $40 million a year to. That's the guy that I want to see game in and game out. He came to play. I mean, he turned it on, man. And I love this. Man, let me just say this. His passes were extremely accurate. I mean, extremely. He made a few throws to Jordan Akins that was just unbelievable throws. I mean, he would throw right in between two defenders, and that rascal be right there in the bread basket. You understand me? Man, hold up. I'm just being for real out here, man. Y'all forgive me if something go on with the whole stream because, my baby boy dropped my laptop, hurt me. And now it's like the mouse is jumping all around. You know what I mean? So if anybody has a remedy for that, hey, look here. I'm all ears. Your eyes, rather, because I would have to see the comment. But yeah, man. So yeah, that was a great win for the Houston Texans. Look, I don't think that we have a chance to make it to the playoffs, but I still think you should try to win every game because you need to boost the morale of this team, especially knowing that you have a new regime coming in next year. Even if they keep Romeo Cornell, he's not going to keep all of the people that he has here. He can't get rid of them now, right? Because he's the interim and you don't have time to get everybody up to speed, and we didn't have a real offseason. This offseason, we're going to have a real offseason. So even if we have Romeo Cornell as the head coach, which I wouldn't mind at all, you need to get a whole different staff, especially offensively. You need to get a guy in here, man, that's just doing all kind of wonderful things with an offense, not this old, not really inspiring, hard to watch offense that we run, man. But this is the one thing that I got from last night's game is this, that, and it wasn't last night, it was yesterday. We found our identity as a team, as a football team. Throw first. We should have been doing that. David Johnson has not been able to run the ball all year. Now he's out. You got Duke in there. Duke can't run the ball, right? So I don't want to say it's either one of them, could be both of them, possibly could be the offensive line not blocking very well on the run, but we're a throw first team. And I'm going to say this too. Laramie Tunsil was out this week, and Roderick Johnson stepped in at left tackle, and Deshaun Watson did not get touched. You understand me? He got hurried. No, excuse me. He got pressured twice. He did not get touched. Nobody touched him. He was back there playing with his toes in the pocket, waiting for a receiver to get open so he could throw the football. That's how you block. Now, this is what I don't understand, right? When Laramie Tunsil comes back, because he has the flu right now, why don't you put Roderick Johnson at like left guard or right guard? Help that right side out. Because, man, the dude is a mauler. You know what I mean? He came out of the University of Florida. He's a Gator. Put that cat somewhere. He's useful. You can't tell me that Senio Clemente is better than him at guard, even though he don't play guard. Put him there. I would love to ask this question to Wade Smith. But anyways, let's get to DeMarcus Cousins. So the Rockets have agreed to a deal with DeMarcus Cousins, and a lot of people don't like this particular deal. I like it. DeMarcus Cousins is a talented player. He's not Carmelo, right, who's old, even though Carmelo came back with a vengeance up there in Portland. But he's still a viable, talented individual, and we need big men. We ain't got no big men. We can't run that small ball no more, man. That's for the birds. We tried that out. It was cute for a little second, and then it's time to go. No, look, our superstar players don't even want to play under the guise of what's going on here in Houston. You know, from what I hear from prognosticators, or pundits rather, is that they didn't want Silas to be the head coach. They wanted John Lucas to be the head coach. And so it's problematic there. We don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe it'll be unveiled at some point, but right now we can only speculate. Nevertheless, we know that both of our superstar players don't want to play here anymore. But it looks like the Nets have moved on from James Harden. I don't know what's going to come of Russell Westbrook. I just don't know. This is what I do know, though. We made a great acquisition when it came to DeMarcus Cousins. I really like it. We need a big man. And not only that, not only do we need a big man, we need a man with grit. And that man got grit. He a dog. And we need that. Because Russell Westbrook was the only dog. Harden is not a dog. He's just not. I really love him as a scorer. He's probably one of the best scorers I've ever seen. But he ain't a dog. You need a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Russell Westbrook. But the problem with Russell Westbrook is he needs the ball in his hand. He's one of those guys that are going to go into the Hall of Fame but never get a ring because he's just one of them guys, man. It's just he's ball heavy. He's dominant. He's a guy that you love to go see playing high school basketball games when he was there. You know, I never saw him play, but I would imagine he's the guy you want to go watch. But him being on a team, playing on a team and winning a championship, the closest he would have had is when Oklahoma City really, they had their squad when Kevin Durant and James Harden was there and Serge Ibaka, you know, when they had that squad and they made it all the way to the finals and, you know, end up getting spanked. So I don't, you know, we don't know what's to become of the Rockets, man. We just kind of on standby right now. And, but I do like the acquisition that they made in DeMarcus Cousins. I think that's a viable deal. I think it's a viable acquisition. I think he's somebody that we need down there. Hopefully he can stay healthy because he has been injury ridden. You understand? And we don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm grateful though. I'm grateful we got him. We need another big guy in here. We need a couple 3-and-D guys. You know what I mean? I even heard that PJ Tucker wants more money. Now look, I like Tuck. Tuck, I like you, bro. I mean, he got grit. And I forgot to mention him when I talked about dogs. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to subtract anything from him. He's definitely a dog, indubitably. You know what I mean? But yeah, I heard he wanted a ridiculous amount of money. And I'm like, look, Tuck, here's the thing, bro. You a dog, right? But bro, you average like 2 points a game, right? And I can see if you average like 15 boards or something like that. But you average like 7 boards. You know what I mean? And I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me on my numbers. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being corrected at all. But you not that kind of money, bro. Nobody wants to, you know, pay for your shoe fetish that you have, which is completely and utterly ludicrous and ridiculous. Nevertheless, you know, it's your prerogative to do what you want to do with your money. But in the city of Houston, us taxpayers, we can't pay you, bro. You know, the amount of money that you seek, and you don't produce the way that you should to get that kind of money. You follow what I'm saying? You're a good helpmeet guy, right? Love you here. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to lose you, but not for the amount of money that I heard that he was asking for. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, lest I would say what they are. But DeMarcus Cousins is now a Houston Rocket. We'll see what the Rockets do in the upcoming weeks as far as what they're going to do with James Harden and Russell Westbrook any other acquisitions they make, hopefully they start doing like the Lakers, who are loading up on players over there. Golden State is loading up on players. Like, now's the time to get in here and do it, because the season is about to start. You understand? You only got about a month left, 6 weeks, somewhere around there. So yeah, man, this show was meant to be short and sweet, man, and that's exactly what it's gonna be, man. So for me, J.R. Wilson, hold on before I get out of here. Make sure you check out the Solid Grip sports show every Saturday. We try to do it at 5 o'clock, but sometimes it's at 7 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie, but y'all tune in. Also, where is it? I got a book I want y'all to check out. Hold on. Yes, sir. Here it is right here. This book, I don't know if it focuses. Let me get to where it focuses. Bam, right there. Did you see? It focused somewhere in there. Oh, it won't do it again though. But it's called While I Wait. Okay. This book is wonderful. It's exhilarating. It's excellent. It's exuberant. You know what I mean? It's exciting. It's electrifying. And you need to get it by my sister Samantha A. Drake. It's called While I Wait. It's very encouraging, especially if you're somebody who believes in the Lord Jesus Christ. So with that being said, man, for me, J.R. Wilson, this is Grip It and Rip It Sports. Y'all check out On the Other Hand Sports. That's my father's show by himself. Thank y'all for watching. Share this thing with your people, with your partners, with your family. Grace and peace to all y'all, man. Y'all take care.
Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It and